Hey everyone, how are you today? Welcome back. Iris and Mileidy here, and today we have the topic of life purpose. And Iris, why don't you tell me a little bit? What do you see as life purpose?
Oh my God, I feel like I feel like we just met. It was just last week. So hello everyone. So life purpose to me is that part of us that is not connected to anything. It's not connected to whether we get married, whether we have children, whether we have a job, it's not connected to the things that we do in life as human. Is I see it as our blueprint, our uniqueness that makes who we are different from everyone else. And it can only be found, in my case, by getting to that part where you learn to see you and love you from a place of unconditional love. So you can see the immenseness of who you are, and through there your life purpose begin. It's what makes you. No one can do what you do as you do it because it's your life purpose.
Oh,
What do you think?
I love what you just said. It definitely is what makes you, your talents, the things. I was talking to, we were actually talking to a friend of ours, Juliet, and I was talking to my daughter about this as well. Sometimes there's talents that we have, and we see that as, oh, I just paint. Oh, I just do this, right? And I do music, and it's easy, and it's like it's easy because that's your talent. That's part of who you are. That's what comes easily to you. And a great way to know that you're on purpose is that flow, is that
Yes.
part of you that it just kind of flows with life purpose, life flows. And when you are in purpose, you're flowing. When
Yes.
you find yourself kind of fighting through, let it be a job, let it be a relationship, let it be a whatever, but when you find yourself fighting through and, oh my goodness, I don't want to get up and go do this thing because it's, right? You're doing something that's outside of purpose. You may still need to do it for money or for whatever, right? School because you want to get good grades or whatever it may be. But you may be out of that purpose. So finding that time in your life when you are in that flow, when you are on purpose, can really help hone in on your capabilities and hone in on what you're here to do.
That is so beautiful. And that's what I tell the human that I birth. Follow was easy, not easy in terms that you don't have to think about it, but what gives you joy, what gives you peace, what gives eh, what gives you that sense of, wow, I can do this for the rest of my life and I don't have to get paid. This is
I
follow
like it.
that. Is
Mhm.
like my son, he is animated that he wants to be a vet. And yes, he can be everything and anything that he wants because he's capable of that and more. But I don't see him as it's a life purpose because it doesn't come naturally. It's something that is like, I want to do this because the world said that this is a good thing. Not,
Yes.
I see him in computer, like things that are like technological. That's where I
Mhm.
see him, that he flows.
Uh-huh.
I'm not saying that that's his life purpose, but follow what's easy for you. Follow what makes sense in your heart, what gives your heart that joy, that sense of peace. And you know what? You just reminded me. I also have a friend, Juliet. I don't know if we're talking about the same Juliet.
Do I talk about the same Juliet? Of
We're talking
course.
about the same Juliet. So when I met Juliet, I saw her painting, when I saw her artistic ability, I'm like, Juliet, but why don't you do this? This is your purpose in life. You flow when you paint. And she fought about it. I mean, against it. And she was like, no, I cannot do this. Oh no. And look at her now.
Yes,
And
she's
now
beautiful.
flowing with
Follow
life.
her, Juliet, artist coach.
Yeah.
She's an amazing. She's a confidence coach as well, but she's an amazing artist.
Oh, I
Please
know.
look her up. She's just
Yeah.
beautiful,
She's
beautiful, beautiful.
incredible.
Yeah,
Incredible.
she is. And I think I may have said this before in one of our first videos, but I'm gonna repeat it again because I think it goes a lot with this topic. And I think it may be even a good way to kind of end this topic. Have you ever heard, and I think you may have because I think we talked about it, the meaning of row, row, row your boat, the
Row,
song?
row, 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 row your boat.
Yes. Yes. So row, row, row your boat. And this is, by the way, from Wayne Dyer. And I love when he said this
I love
because
him.
he says row, row, row your boat is such a analogy to life. And
Yeah.
it's like row, 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 right? So live and work in and go through life, right? Row, 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 work for this, right? Your boat. You don't want to row somebody else's boat. You don't want to row your kids' your boat, your husband's, your co-workers, nobody else's boat, but your boat.
Yeah.
Gently,
Yeah.
gently with that flow, going
River.
with that flow. You gently down the stream. You don't want to go up the stream because up the stream is when you're going against your purpose. You're going against your flow.
Yeah.
Merrily, right? Merrily, merrily, merrily. So with happiness and love and charisma and curiosity. Curiosity is so important for
Yes,
life.
it is.
Life will be but a dream. So
Oh
be
my
with that flow.
God.
Isn't that beautiful?
I heard him saying it, and I think we talked about it before, but now today it kind of had a different meaning when you put it
Yes.
there, when you said it.
With purpose.
Life is just
Yes.
a dream. Life is
Life
just a dream. That's so
is
beautiful. Hmm.
All right, everyone, like, subscribe. Please follow us and please, please, please come back and see us on our next video.
Yes, we had every week. I mean, we tried to
We
be here
tried.
every
Yeah,
week.
I think we skipped a couple weeks, but we're back.
We go with peace. We go with a
We go,
road.
exactly. We go with the flow. But thank you.